Welcome to my channel Most Expensive Coins, fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 2007 United States 1-cent coin. You might be surprised to learn that some pennies are worth more than face value, a lot more. In fact, there are some versions of this 2007 penny that are incredibly valuable to collectors, with some even rumored to be valued up to $47 million. So, what's so special about this 1-cent piece, and how can a penny become worth millions? Let's find out. To understand why some 2007 1-cent coins are so valuable, let's first take a look at the history of the penny. The United States has been minting 1-cent coins since 1793, and the design has changed several times over the years. The 2007 penny features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, or obverse, and on the back, it has the Lincoln Memorial. This design was actually used on the penny for 50 years, from 1959 until 2008. In 2007, the 1-cent coin was produced in huge quantities by both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and these coins were mostly copper-plated zinc. For most people, this penny was just another coin in their pocket. But, as with many coins, rare versions and errors can make certain pennies highly collectible, and very valuable. So, what makes some 2007 pennies worth far more than a single cent? There are a few things that can make a coin rare or valuable. First, there are error coins, which are coins that were accidentally produced with mistakes. These errors can make coins unique, driving up their value among collectors. Then there are uncirculated coins, which are pristine and were never used in everyday transactions. And finally, there are proof coins, which are high-quality coins specially made for collectors. 2007 pennies with errors like double die strikes or misaligned prints are some of the most desirable coins among collectors. Double die errors, for example, happen when the coin is struck twice by accident, making parts of the design appear doubled. These types of error coins are rare, and some collectors are willing to pay big money for them. Now, let's talk about the myth of the $47 million penny. There's a story circulating in the coin collecting world about a 2007 penny with an astronomical value. While it's true that some error coins can be worth thousands, and certain pennies from other years can reach incredible values, it's highly unlikely that a 2007 penny would actually be worth $47 million. That being said, if you're a collector with a unique 2007 penny in pristine condition or with a rare mint error, it could certainly be worth a significant amount. But remember, when you see numbers in the millions attached to coins like these, it's often a combination of myth and speculation. However, that doesn't mean there aren't valuable 2007 pennies out there, just not at $47 million. If you're wondering if your 2007 penny might be one of these valuable coins, there are a few things to look out for. First, check for errors. Any doubling of letters, unusual spacing, or distortions in the design could be a sign of an error. Another tip is to look for uncirculated or proof coins, which tend to have higher value than those used in circulation. And finally, make sure the coin is in great condition. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. It might be a good idea to have a coin expert appraise your penny if you think it could be valuable. They'll be able to help you determine if you have a rare variety or error coin on your hands. The US penny is more than just a small coin, it represents a piece of American history. From the early pennies made of pure copper to the modern zinc-copper blend, each penny tells a story of its time. And with each new design and every rare error, there's a thrill for collectors hoping to discover a unique piece in their collection. Even though it's called a penny, this small coin can have a huge impact, especially if you're lucky enough to find one that's rare or valuable. So next time you come across a penny, take a closer look. You never know, you might be holding a piece of hidden treasure. Background music fades in as the screen shows a collection of valuable coins with the caption, "Happy collecting, thank you for watching." If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our updates. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable penny or if there's a rare coin you'd like us to cover next. Happy collecting, and remember, even the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprises. Next, 2018 D1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into the world of coins and collectibles, and specifically, we're talking about a modern penny that has a shocking story behind it. Yes, you heard right, a 2018 D Lincoln cent, the everyday penny, can actually be worth thousands, if not millions, of dollars. How can a 1-cent coin be worth so much? Well, we're about to find out. Stick with me to learn the value, history, and what to look for in your pocket change that could make you rich. Let's start with the basics, the 2018 D penny. This coin was minted in Denver, as we can tell by the little D mint mark just below the year. The design is classic. It features Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design created by Victor David Brenner way back in 1909. And on the back, it has the Union Shield design, which was introduced in 2010 to symbolize unity among the states. So, why is this 1-cent coin even worth talking about? It seems like your average, everyday penny, right? Well, the story gets a lot more interesting when we dive into the details and start looking at how rare, special, or error versions of this penny can turn it into a serious jackpot. The Lincoln cent has a long, fascinating history. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it was the first American coin to feature a president's image. The original wheat penny design was eventually replaced, but it set the tone for commemorating American history through coinage. And over the years, collectors have realized that certain versions, years, and minting errors on these pennies can make them worth much, much more than 1-cent. Collectors and historians alike have found rare Lincoln pennies from various years that can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Some rare cents have even been sold for millions. So, what makes a coin valuable? The value of any coin, even a modern penny, depends on three major factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Let's break these down quickly. First, rarity. Coins with limited production or unique errors are far more valuable. For example, sometimes coins are struck on the wrong metal planchets, or blanks. Occasionally, a coin is double-struck, giving it a distinct double image that's highly collectible. Next, condition. The fewer scratches, nicks, and wear marks a coin has, the higher its grade and value. Professional graders can assign a rating called MS, and collectors go wild over high-grade coins. Finally, demand. If a certain coin is sought after by collectors, especially if it has a fascinating backstory or is considered historically significant, it can shoot up in value. Alright, so let's get back to the 2018 D penny. Normally, a 2018 D penny isn't rare, but certain versions with unique errors or in exceptional condition can be worth a lot more. In fact, a nearly perfect 2018 D penny sold at auction recently for several $1,000s because it received a high mint state grade. In mint condition, a coin like this can surprise you with its value. Coins with an MS-68 or MS-69 grade are incredibly rare, and that can push the value from just 1 cent to several $1,000s. In some cases, particularly if there's a unique error involved, it could go even higher. Let's talk about errors. Coin errors are often the result of something going wrong during the minting process, and some collectors love finding these quirks. For the 2018 D penny, here are a few types of errors to look out for. Sometimes, the coin design isn't centered on the planchet. The more off-center it is, the more valuable it could be. These are little imperfections that can show up as tiny cracks on the surface. They can happen as the die ages or gets damaged, and if they're large enough or in unusual places, they can raise the coin's value. Double dies happen when the die strikes the planchet twice slightly out of alignment. This error is visible on the letters or numbers and can be worth a lot to collectors. These error coins might look like normal pennies to most people, but collectors see them as potential gold mines. Alright, the big question: how much can a 2018 D penny really be worth? A high-grade 2018 D penny in MS-68 or MS-69 condition, with no visible flaws, could sell at auction for around $2,000 to $3,000. If it has a notable error or is even rarer, the price could be even higher. and for context, remember that rare or error Lincoln pennies from other years, like the famous 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double die, have sold for hundreds of thousands, even over $1 million. So, there's a precedent for even small coins becoming huge investments. So, now that you know what to look for, what are some ways to find rare 2018 D pennies? It may sound simple, but checking your loose change regularly is one of the easiest ways to find rare coins. Keep an eye out for 2018 D pennies that look perfect or unusual. Many collectors buy rolls of pennies from banks or coin dealers, hoping to find a rare one hidden in the mix. You never know. Sometimes, it's worth checking online auction sites or visiting a coin show to see if anyone has these high-grade pennies for sale. So, there you have it. The 2018 D penny might seem like just another everyday coin, but with the right combination of rarity, condition, and errors, it could be worth much more than its face value. And who knows, maybe you're carrying a valuable penny in your pocket right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on collectible coins and hidden treasures. And remember, sometimes big money can come from the most unexpected places, even a humble penny. Next 2005 1 cent United States of America today. The 1 cent coin from the United States, better known as the penny, but did you know that certain 1 cent coins could potentially be worth a small fortune? That's right. While most of these coins might seem like pocket change, there's a special story behind the 2005 1 cent coin. And, according to some myths and stories circulating the internet, one specific penny could have a face value as high as $45 million. But is it true? How can a penny be worth so much money? First, let's dive into a bit of history. The US 1 cent coin has a fascinating evolution. The penny was first introduced in 1793, and over the years, it's had different designs and materials. Originally, it was made of copper, but due to metal shortages and cost changes, the penny has been made of various compositions, from copper to zinc and even steel at one point. By 1982, the US Mint had decided to reduce the copper content in pennies, primarily to cut costs. So, if you're holding a penny from before 1982, it's made mostly of copper. Pennies minted after that are primarily zinc with a thin copper plating, including the 2005 penny. The 2005 penny doesn't look too different from many pennies minted in the early 2000s. It features the image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design introduced by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. On the back, we see the Lincoln Memorial, which had been on pennies since 1959. But what makes the 2005 penny special? While most 2005 pennies are worth their face value, certain ones with unique qualities can fetch a high price. That's because some coins may have been struck with errors or have rare variations that make collectors pay big bucks. Here are a few things that make a 2005 penny particularly valuable. First, mint errors are a big factor. Some pennies may have double dies, meaning the image or lettering appears slightly doubled due to an error in the minting process. Next, off-center strikes. These happen when the coin design isn't aligned correctly, making the coin look unusual. Off-center 2005 pennies have sold for hundreds of dollars. Lastly, a proof coin is a rare, collector-grade coin made at the San Francisco Mint. These coins are polished and struck multiple times to give them a mirror-like finish. So where does the $45 million figure come from? Some viral posts online have claimed that there's a 2005 penny worth $45 million. While this has captured a lot of attention, it's important to separate fact from fiction. The reality is that number 2005 penny is actually worth $45 million. This number may have been exaggerated or misunderstood, but it's based on the fact that a few rare, historical coins have sold for tens of millions of dollars, like the 1794 flowing hair dollar, which sold for over $10 million. No pennies, however, have reached that kind of value yet, but don't lose hope just yet. Pennies can be valuable if they meet certain criteria. Here's what you should be looking for. As mentioned, pennies with errors like double dies or off-center strikes are rare and valuable. Check your 2005 pennies for any irregularities. Collectors pay more for coins in mint state, meaning they haven't been circulated. If you have a shiny, unblemished 2005 penny, it might be worth more. Look out for any 2005 pennies from proof sets. These were specially minted for collectors, making them rarer. Alright, so let's talk numbers. A regular 2005 penny in good condition won't be worth more than its face value, 1 cent. But if you find one with an error or in pristine, mint state condition, it could fetch anywhere from $1 to several $100s on the collector's market. For example, some 2005 pennies with major minting errors have sold for $100 to $200 on auction sites. Proof coins, meanwhile, can sell for around $5 to $10, depending on condition. Now, you might be wondering, do I have a rare 2005 penny? Here's how you can check. Check under the date. You'll typically see a D for Denver, or nothing, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. No mint mark could sometimes mean a rare proof. Examine the penny closely under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look for doubling in letters, images, or any off-center striking. Use a coin grading scale, like the Sheldon scale, to evaluate your coin's condition. Higher grades mean more value. So, while a 2005 penny won't make you $45 million richer, it could still hold more value than you think. Who knows, maybe one of the pennies you have lying around is a hidden gem worth hundreds of dollars. Coins tell a fascinating story of history and economy, and even a simple penny can be a collector's treasure. So, keep checking your change, you never know what hidden value you might find. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into rare coins and currency. See you next time. Watch more videos on coin collecting. Next, 1987 1 cent. Today, we're diving into one of the most commonly circulated coins in American history, the humble 1987 United States 1 cent coin, or as we all know it, the Lincoln penny. But before you scroll away, let me tell you something surprising: some rare pennies are reportedly worth millions. So, is it true? Could that penny sitting in your piggy bank be a jackpot in disguise? Stick around as we uncover the history, unique varieties, and possible value of this often overlooked coin. First, let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by sculptor Victor D. Brenner, this was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Originally, it was made of 95% copper, and it wasn't until 1982 that a major change occurred. The coin's composition shifted to 97.5% zinc with just a thin copper plating. This change was primarily due to the rising cost of copper. Now, by 1987, the Lincoln cent was minted in large quantities in both Philadelphia and Denver, so it's not a rare coin by any means. But like any coin, there are a few exceptions and rare varieties that make some 1987 pennies valuable. So, what exactly should you be looking for? Alright, let's get into the part everyone's curious about, the value. First off, the typical 1987 penny, either from the Philadelphia Mint or from Denver, is only worth its face value of 1 cent in circulated condition. These pennies are common, and their value doesn't generally exceed a penny unless they're in pristine condition. However, collectors are always on the hunt for pennies in mint state condition. That's a coin with zero wear and tear. For the 1987 penny, if you have one graded MS 65 or higher, it could fetch between $2 and $5 from collectors. Not a fortune, but more than a penny. Now, if you're lucky, you might stumble upon an error coin from 1987, and that's where things get exciting. Error coins occur when there's a mistake in the minting process, and they can significantly boost a coin's value. Let's go over some errors to look for on your 1987 penny. A double die occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, creating a noticeable doubling on features like the date or the lettering. While double dies aren't common on 1987 pennies, it's still worth checking. a double-die penny can sell for anywhere from $20 to $50, and higher-grade versions can go for hundreds. Another rare error is the off-center strike, where the image on the coin is misaligned. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the penny, with some selling for around $50 or more. A cud is a die break that leaves a raised area on the coin, usually along the rim. Cuds are popular among error collectors, and depending on the size and location, they can add value to your penny. This is when part of the penny is missing due to an error in the planchet. Clipped planchet pennies from 1987 can sell for $20 to $40. Remember, when it comes to errors, condition and the rarity of the mistake play a huge role in determining value. A penny with multiple errors, say, an off-center strike and a double die, could be worth even more. Now, let's address a viral myth about a supposed $29 million penny. Claims like these often spread across the internet and social media, usually with a blurry photo and a sensational headline. But is there really a 1987 penny worth $29 million? The short answer is no. As of now, there are no records of a 1987 penny fetching anywhere close to that amount. In fact, even the most valuable Lincoln pennies, like the ultra-rare 1943 copper penny, have only sold for a few $1,000,000. This $29 million claim is likely a misunderstanding or misinformation spread online. However, there's always a chance that an incredibly rare coin or unique error might fetch a high price someday. Now, while the $29 million penny is a myth, there are indeed pennies that have fetched millions. For example, in 1943, most pennies were struck in steel to save copper for World War II. But a few copper pennies were accidentally minted, and these have sold for over $1 million. This is the first year of the Lincoln penny, and pennies from the San Francisco Mint with Victor D. Brenner's initials, VDB, on the back are very rare, often selling for thousands. These examples show how certain factors, historical context, rarity, and condition, can elevate a penny's value to extraordinary heights. So, to recap, the average 1987 penny is only worth a cent, but pristine, error, or high-grade examples can bring in a few dollars or even hundreds. While rumors of a $29 million 1987 penny are just that, rumors, it's always a good idea to check your pocket change. You never know when you might stumble upon a unique or rare coin that's worth something. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. And let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? See you next time. Next 1 cent 2000. Today, we're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins, and we're focusing on one coin that you might have overlooked, the 2000 Lincoln penny. Could this little coin be worth big money? And why are some versions valued as high as $19 million? Now, the Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over 100 years, and it's one of the most recognizable coins in the world. Each year, millions of pennies are produced, but not all pennies are created equal. Some coins from certain years, like the 2000 penny, have certain characteristics or errors that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Could your 2000 penny be one of them? So, what makes a 2000 penny valuable? Well, there are a few factors that can turn an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. For the 2000 Lincoln penny, collectors are specifically looking for two things: errors and special varieties. Some of these features are unique and make certain 2000 pennies rare enough to command a high price in the coin market. One of the key features collectors look for in the 2000 penny is known as the wide AM variety. For most pennies minted in 2000, the letters A and M in the word America are very close together. But a rare batch of coins was accidentally struck with a wider spacing between these two letters, known as the wide AM error. Now, why does this matter? Well, in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest differences can make a big difference in value. Pennies with the wide AM variety are considered rare and can fetch hundreds of dollars, even in circulated condition. Imagine finding one of these pennies in your pocket change. But it doesn't stop there. In addition to the wide AM variety, there are a few other rare and valuable types of 2000 pennies. For example, proof coins, which are made with special techniques and have a mirror-like finish, can be highly valuable. Sometimes, proof coins with certain errors, like double strikes or off-center strikes, are even more sought after by collectors. These types of errors are uncommon, but when they happen, they can turn a simple penny into a prized collectible. Some error coins from 2000 have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. When it comes to valuing coins, condition is everything. Coins in mint condition or those graded by professionals tend to be worth the most. If you happen to find a 2000 penny with the wide AM error or any other unique characteristic, it's essential to keep it in the best possible condition. Even small scratches or marks can significantly reduce its value. In coin collecting, a coin's grade reflects its state of preservation, with mint state coins, those that look like they just left the mint, being the most valuable. So, if you find a valuable 2000 penny, handle it carefully. So, how much can these coins actually be worth? In recent years, we've seen a rise in demand for rare error coins in specific varieties like the wide AM. In some cases, special error pennies from other years have sold for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. The current record for a Lincoln penny is held by a 1943 bronze penny, which sold for $1.7 million. While we haven't yet seen a 2000 penny reach those levels, the values of these coins are climbing. Some enthusiasts believe it's only a matter of time before a 2000 penny with the right characteristics hits a record-breaking price. Alright, now that you know what to look for, you might be wondering how to check if your 2000 penny could be worth a small fortune. Here's what to do. First, check the AM in America on the reverse of the penny to see if it's a wide AM. Then, look for any other unusual markings or errors. These could include doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes. If you think you have something rare, consider taking it to a professional coin dealer for an expert opinion or sending it to a grading service. Here's a tip for new collectors: if you're serious about coin collecting, invest in a good magnifying glass and coin holder. And remember, if you're lucky enough to find a rare 2000 penny, keeping it in top condition can increase its value. Storing your coins properly helps preserve their appearance and protects their value over time, and, if you're ever in doubt, reach out to a reputable coin dealer or join online communities where collectors share insights. The world of coins is vast, and there's always something new to learn. So, is your 2000 Lincoln penny worth $19 million? Maybe not yet, but you never know what treasures might be hiding in your pocket change. Whether you're a collector or just curious, checking your coins is always a great way to learn about history and maybe find a little extra value. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips and discoveries.